Hello everyone, welcome to Heart Chakra Medium. I welcome your presence, I welcome you here in the space, and we welcome and connect to your departed loved ones. They are here now, here with you. We are so grateful that the connection line is never broken. We can connect to our loved ones whenever we would like. It is as easy as acknowledging that that connection is always there and tuning in our consciousness to their presence, to how they are revealing themselves, tuning into love, tuning into life. That life, it evolves, their existence evolves, their form, but it continues after life, beyond the veil. Thank you for each of you that makes up this community here. I am so grateful to be able to be here right now and connect with you and to connect to their heart, to your loved ones, and channel their message. So for this particular mediumship reading, we are going to tune into your deceased father. Your deceased father, and connect and see what they have to say, what they want to say. And may this reading bring comfort, most importantly, comfort, clarity, and healing as you grieve about that loss. It's still a loss. They are still here. The connection is never broken. It exists, but there was a loss in part of that connection, that experience of their human self. So it's still a loss, and we don't want to invalidate that or deny that it was painful. It's been, actually do want to share real quick that it's been a year since Chicago had passed, a little over a year now, and I do still miss him. That relationship or that connection in the physical form, I don't know if anything could ever replace that. So at least for me, it's still painful when I do want to be able to reach out in the physical form, and I'm not able to do that. But nonetheless, I do feel comforted to know that our connection is even more deep and sustained and connected now that he is on beyond the veil and in the afterlife. So I've been comforted. I really have been in a better place, and in my heart and mind, and I feel I'm so grateful I've gotten to meet him, even though it was brief, and our relationship was brief as well. But I'm just so grateful that he chose to have that connection with me, and he chose to inform me and let me know of his passing. So I hope that this reading finds you well. I hope you are taking care of yourself, and may you continue to be comforted, be blessed, and continue to heal in this season. So let's start with the connection point. So I'm gonna tune in. I invite you to tune in. If we don't really need tools or divination tools, I personally like to use tarot cards. So we don't need to use tools, but we can. So if you feel like you want to grab onto your father's something of your father's to feel connected, you are welcome to do that and pause the reading and come back to it. But really, it's our consciousness tuning in and our hearts being open to receive how they are revealing themselves and what they are. There is a little bit of decoding, decoding into why are you being shown this, or why are you feeling this. They may use your sense of smell and feeling and hearing the clears, if that resonates for you. But so let's start with a connection point, just so you feel connected to this reading, to them most importantly. So I know they want to call out names, so let me see what I am hearing here. I am hearing Mario. I'm hearing Mario, Jose, Fab or Feb, Fabian, Fernando. I'm seeing John, Marvin, Martin, Miguel, Chris, Christo, Christopher, Erwin, Edwin, Andrew, Ben, I heard Bishop. I don't know if that's a name. Clint, Carson, Jonathan. I'm seeing Thon, like that spelling. Jonathan, Nathan, ZZ, Ziga. I heard Tierra, Tito, Jackson, Jacob, Morris. So those are just some names. If you don't hear your father's name, I won't be too discouraged. I also I'm hearing now like months of birthday or death day. February is huge. February 28th, February 8th, February 2nd, and 22nd. Just the day 22nd. So whichever month that is for you. But also March 7th, 17th, May 5th, May 11th, May 10th. There's a father who was born Mother's Day, and death date was Mother's Day. November 11th, November 5th, November 15th. I'm seeing July 11th, July 4th. August 5th, August 11th. January 5th, January 1st, January 31st. I'm seeing December 30, 31st. There's something about these two significant days. April 9th, April 11th. There's September 11, September 9, September 11. 911, 911 is significant to you. Okay, they now want to go into a favorite color. I'm seeing blue, the color blue, cobalt blue specifically, like ocean blue, navy blue. I'm seeing a father who only wears black black shirts. He's showing me closet of all black outfit. I'm seeing black suits as well. Black suit and tie. Father who has a lot of different polo shirts, different colors of polo shirts. So I'm seeing yellow, green, orange, bright colors. Green, father who likes color green, red. White, orange, purple. There's a father who likes purple when it became popular. Most of what he wore, it's like variations of purple and pink. So I'm being shown age of when they pass. First one was 53 is what I'm being shown. 53. There's a father who passed in his 40s. 78, 65, 66, 53. Did I say that already? 53. I keep being shown 53. 67, 78, 80. Father who passed as a grandpa already. 88, 89. Okay, those are once again just connection point. We can get into the message, a channeled message, or what is going to come through, what they want to say, convey to you. Continue to connect to your father right now, where you're at. Welcome their presence. Let your father bring you to a specific experience that it might not necessarily connect to this reading, but you are having an encounter right now. You may be feeling overwhelmed about the changes that are happening in your life right now. You're in a season where things are changing. You are changing your perspective, but also there are some things that may seem to you that you cannot control. And so you are attempting to surrender to the changes, but at the same time it is overwhelming you. And what I'm hearing your father say is to hang on, not for dear life, but hang on with trust. Hang on with trust that God is watching over you and God is protecting you. If there are some things that had ended in your life, it is not a rejection, it is a redirection, and things you're moving towards clarity. And what's happening right now is not that. It's not going to get worse, if anything better. You're moving towards better. You're moving towards better experiences, better life. And you're going to be able to look back and reflect on this current situation, and you'll gain the understanding of why this is. So right now, hang on to trust, hang on to faith, knowing that things can only get better from here, not worse. So the relationship that you're in, if this feels like for those that are married and having some trouble in your marriage, it seems like a disconnect and something that's been happening, and it keeps resurfacing. There might be some unfaithfulness that is happening, and your father wants you to know that he is with you. He is with you through this. That whatever decision you make, he is going to be right there. He said that you know what needs to be done. But emotionally, you might not be ready to handle it, to make that decision that is necessary. Your father is saying that you're not a failure. You're not a failure. This marriage and what's happening, its current state, is not the measurement if you've done well or if you are failing. Because when it comes to relationship, you can't control how the other person is going to react or respond to how the other person is going to commit or run away. So you have to make a decision that is what's going to, you have to prioritize you, first of all. And when you're married, yes, it's not just about you, it's about you and the person. But when the person is not wanting the same thing as you are, then you have to prioritize you. You have to make those tough decisions in order to take care of you. Because when you're not seeing eye to eye, when you don't want the same thing anymore, then your responsibility, first of all, and the priority is you, for you. But your father is saying that about this marriage, you already know what needs to be done. So once you are emotionally ready, that is the right timing. So not to feel bad if you are kind of back and forth and you can't quite make like a final decision. It's okay. Your father is saying that when you're emotionally ready is when you'll know and you'll make the decision. Okay, if you are wanting to hear from your father talk about work and money, this is it for you. This is it. Your father is saying that you've been working so hard. Oh, you've been working so hard, and some of you only to get by, but some of you, you are believing for betterment in your finances. You're believing for things to change, almost magical and almost overnight. You're also believing for miracles, and your father is saying that because of your faith, because you have not given up hope, that indeed things are going to get better financially for you. Some of this I'm just spitting this out, but you are responsible for how you handle your life. But some of you are playing lotto. This is not a call to play lotto, but those that are already are doing that, your father is saying that there's going to be some winning numbers for you. There's going to be some winning numbers for you is what I'm hearing. But money is changing. Your money, you're going to have more than what you've been used to. And some of you, you are really doing the manifestation practice. You are setting your mindset for abundance, for the more, for the better. And that's what's coming into your life. Better finances. You're going to be able to invest. You're going to be able to gain the knowledge to what should you do with your money? Like, how would a millionaire or a billionaire, how would someone who has a lot of money, how do they think and what do they do with their money? So you're gonna get that financial literacy. So you're gonna know what to do, where to invest, how to handle your money, how to manage your money. That's coming for you. And nearly soon. So at the time of this reading, at the recording of this reading, we are transitioning into the new year. But the reading is timeless for when you hear it. But for those that are currently at the time of this reading, we're transitioning into the new year. So the new year is you are meeting the new year with this energy that is bringing in the abundance that you have been believing for. Some of you have taken a leap of faith. Either you have taken a leap of faith to do a new job or invest in yourself. Some of you have leaped the faith and left a job, left something that you know is not healthy for you. It's not helping you. If anything, just seems like it's draining you. But that leap, you have left something that really is keeping you in an old energy, the old cycle of only getting by. So even though it did not make sense intellectually, the decisions that you made, but you felt like you were being guided towards the better, and so you have to take that risk, and you took that risk, and now your energy is so clear. You're carrying an energy of abundance, of success, of fortune, of fame. Some of you are believing that is how the abundance is coming into you through fame, but it is work. It has something to do with like your investment and the work of your hand. So your career is changing, your focus. Some of you are becoming entrepreneurs, and success is flowing into you. You literally are creating this energy. You are, I'm seeing greens, and I'm seeing gold, and I'm seeing like sparkles. Like your life is changing in such a huge and big way. Like you cannot miss this change. This change is inevitable. It's already moving towards you, and there's not much more effort to do. You've done the work. The faith, that leap, is the biggest part the biggest part of the effort that you needed to do. I'm seeing your father like just so happy and wanted to see this in real life with you, but nonetheless he sees it and he's celebrating you. He said you've worked so hard in the natural, but also recently you've made a lot of changes in the way you think, in where you put your consciousness and what you believe, and you can take the credit to claim this for you. You can take the credit that you have done. You've done the work and you've done well. So good job. Good job. Good job for the success, the abundance that's coming into your life this season. For those that have started something new, you are emotionally, you're just feeling unfulfilled in where you've been. And I see here that you're moving towards better. And some of you have left a job, and I see here that you're moving into a job that really feels aligned to your higher self, for the betterment of you. And that where really your presence is going to be appreciated, and your gifts, your talents, and your existence is going to be acknowledged in a way that feels wholesome, that feels well, that feels good, that feels whole. That's where you're moving towards. You left something, you left a job, you left a relationship, you left a work, you left an idea of you. You left an idea of you that this is it for you, and you just gotta hang on, you guys just gotta keep doing it. You left that. You decided that no, there is more for you. And because you left that, you are at the threshold of new beginning, and you are moving in the direction that truly you can be around people that are going to see you for the way you want to be seen, who's going to appreciate you for your contribution, for your presence, for your community. You're moving towards job, towards community that is going to truly welcome you. Some of you are in the process of applying at jobs, and there is certain kind of income that you know you want to make, that you can make, but at the moment it just seems like maybe you've been waiting, and now you're feeling like you may have to compromise. And so your father is saying you don't need to compromise. Wait just a little longer and trust. You are not going to be put to shame, is what I'm hearing. You're not going to be put to shame with your faith, with your trust. You may be right at the edge, but things are from that edge, from that threshold of faith. That is when you will remember that you waited just one more day, just 3 more days, or 1 more week. Something about the one is what I'm hearing. And it's coming. It's coming. You are going to get the job. You are the one that is qualified, but you have to be applying for what you know you want. Don't settle for less. Don't compromise your worth. Don't compromise what you know you can get. So there is an invitation to continue in the faith, to take the risk, to wait and be patient a little longer in love, and you are, that's where you're moving. You're moving to the more. You're moving towards the place the relationship, the job that you know you can. It's not just in your head. If you keep feeling that you are meant to be making this much, to be working in this place, to have this title, and to be doing this, that's not just an idea. Stay there, stay and hold on, stay in alignment to that faith, to that belief, because that's where you're moving towards. That's where you're headed. For those that are single, for those that are in the dating scene, this is for you. It seems like you are having attractions and that quick chemistry or quick connection, but it doesn't seem to be going deeper than you'd want right now. Some of you, I do see that there's someone that you're really attracted to and feel like such a strong chemistry to, but your father is saying that this is not the one. This is not the one. If you feel that you are mature enough, if you feel that you can handle to just play for a little bit, enjoy the chemistry, enjoy the moment, then go for it. But if you are someone who chemistry and the attraction and physical relationship is going to lead you to fall for the wrong person, then your father is saying, don't do it. Like, you already know that it's not going to go deeper than what it appears. So some of you right now, this is about like fresh connection. It's both to let you know that know what you are getting into and trust your intuition, trust that first knowing of understanding that if something is not going to go deep, it's not going to go deep. But if you want to just be in the moment, if you want companionship and just without the label or knowing that it's not a long term, then go ahead and explore it. But don't expect it to be more than what it is. But your father is also saying that desire to be loved, that desire to have that sustainable, long-term, deep relationship and connection, that desire to marry, that's not just wishful thinking, and that's not just for to dangle it in front of you and you can't have it. But it is partnered with patience. Any desire that you may want, it is to partner with not putting timeline, because when you put timeline, you create even more impatience and frustration. But if you hold it lightly and gently, and you just hold space for that desire without any timeline, without any construct on how it should unfold, then you are allowing it to manifest in a way that could even be more than you can imagine, So you will be with somebody, you will have someone to share your life with. You will not be alone for a very long time, but it goes back to just hold this desire gently. At the same time, focus on your present. Focus on what's in the present. What can you put your focus to that is not just solely, your life is not just about relationship and romance. It's not just that, but right now, maybe you are focusing too much on that. So it could That's why you could feel the disappointment and the dissatisfaction of how life is unfolding for you right now. So your Father just want to bring that comfort, that Father love, that I'm with you, I see you. Some of you, this is conversations that you have with your Father when He is alive. And it's something that you're so open with your Father that you're able to talk about the guys that you dated and past relationships and current crushes or attraction that you may have. So He wants to speak to you about that and let you know that I am still here, and you can still, some of you talk to your Father. You are talking to Him even now, and He hears you. He hears you. I'm being shown right now someone crying on their bed, and your Father would sit. There's a chair in your bedroom, and your Father would sit there listening to you share and pour out your heart, pour out pour out your troubles, your disappointments, your sadness. And he's saying that I am there just as I was when I was alive, hearing you cry, and He is there. So this is Him just speaking comfort to you. A situation about a mom and your child, your children, your teen, I should say your teen. So this is something that if your Father was here, you'd talk to your Father about your children. And some of you, your Father had passed on while your children were toddlers, and now your children are teens, and your Father first wanted to let you know that you are doing well. You're a good mom. You care for your children. You love your children. You want the best for them, and you're arranging your life so that they can have a better life. And your Father wanted to acknowledge that first of all. And some of you you've homeschooled your children, and some of you are a stay-at-home mom. And your Father wanted to acknowledge how much it is to give your life, to arrange your life in that way that you prioritize your children. That does not go to waste. It is witnessed, it is seen, it is known. And even if you don't get validation all the time, especially not from your kids, your Father is saying that it doesn't mean that you did not do well. And if you're having disagreement right now with your teens, your Father is saying that it doesn't mean that you're failing or that you're not being a good mom. But your Father is saying also to be realistic that about this stage in a teenager's life where they're not always going to understand where you're coming from, and trying to fight with them and trying to push your perspective and trying to use manipulation sometimes, saying things like I'm a mom and you're this and I know and you don't know. Like, that doesn't create connection. It just creates more disagreement, and it just creates disconnect and frustration on both sides. And so your Father is saying, like, change the tone of your voice and the way that you talk. Speak from a place of I understand. Start with I understand. Like, find a way to make a connection with your teen before putting or laying out, pushing your perspective. Like, see where they're coming from. No, also understand that their brain is still developing, unlike yours. So as the mature in the dynamic, come from their perspective, find a way to let them understand their timing as well, and give them space. It doesn't mean that you're surrendering, you're giving up, or you're losing. It's not a fight and it's not a battle. It should not be. It's a relationship. You're a mother and they're your teens, they're your children. So trust that in time they will understand. Trust that in time their wisdom and understanding will come to them, but it's not by force. And also, your father is saying that they are finding a way to communicate to them as well. Even though they were teens when your father passed, your father is saying that he's finding a way to communicate with them, to drop those wisdom, to drop those understanding, to find a way to soften their heart towards you. Like, your father is working behind the scene in the spirit and the energetics of how to bring your connection, to heal it, to mend it, to soften it. But your father is saying that you have to trust. You have to trust. Force is not the way. Force is not the way, but things are going to get better over time. Okay, so my throat is starting to dry up. We will complete the mediumship reading with your father here. Thank you so much for everyone that has tuned in. Comment below, let me see you. How did this reading resonate? Even the connection point that your father had released. I would love to see how this reading has connected with you. And let's see, what was I going to share? Oh, I was just, yeah. So I believe I haven't done any reading from your father in, I think, over a year. So this is the first time I'm coming back, connecting to them. But I do wanted to express. I mean, I still was in a season of pulling away, grieving, and healing myself. But they have definitely been letting me know that they wanted to connect and they wanted to release a message. I'm also going to transition my channel into focusing reading from your father. It is the most reading that connected with you in my channel, to my viewers. So I am going to just, at least for a season, see where that goes. It seems like that is where most of you need support. So I'm gonna focus my energy there. So most of the reading, at least for a season, is going to come from your deceased father, for those of you whose father is beyond the veil. So that's where I'm gonna focus my reading on. And I appreciate everyone that like the videos that I post, as well as for those that comment. Let me see you and connect with you. It supports me to have that feedback, but also to be in community. So thank you so much for, once again, for your presence here. Bless you as the year is closing, and bless you into the new year. And may your heart continue to be comforted as you grieve and as you remember your father, remember your loved ones. And remember, the connection line is never broken.